Page 14, the clicking clock. This lesson deals with octaves in each hand. And we're using a technique of wrist or hand movement here, where the arm is pretty much staying the same and the wrist is just doing this. There are different techniques for playing octave. You're playing loud, you got to get the arm involved. The kicker here is to stay relaxed. Well, good luck with that. Keep it slow at first. And if it'll help, exaggerate this movement. Now, look it over. It's 2 pages long. Treble and bass clef, 1 flat in the key signature. We're in the key of F major. So make sure you can do the F major scale and the D minor scale and the arpeggios. Just do those 2. It's in common time or 4/4 time. Take it one hand at a time and see what's going on. In the right hand, we have the A's here. And again, I'm just this motion. Exaggerate it. To get this feeling, go real slow and just exaggerate this. On the block keys, we're going to use the 4th finger, if your hand's big enough. Tricky parts might be like in the second line, second measure, when you're going from here. Got to go back and forth. You have to practice that. What I do is I have my hand in this position and I just aim 1 finger, like the thumb. I just keep my hand in that position, let the little finger do whatever. I focus on just 1 finger. You should be able to focus on either finger, so it wouldn't hurt to practice focus on the little finger too. Let the thumb go along. Now when you get down to the last line on page 14, or the pickup to the last line, a left hand. Again, just flex here and exaggerate it first, so you get the idea of keeping the arm still and you working the wrists. That's really most of the problem on this one. This other stuff, hopefully you can work out. Just 5 and 2 at the beginning, because we want to do that. We want to connect this with the fingers, so it's. And I'm holding the other note down. So you work out the other hands and try and connect everything if you can. So it's here. And here. And here. There's 1 in the left hand. I want to connect them. At the end of the second line, here. If you end up with thumb here, then you got to go 3 here so I can connect it. Or you can, once you're there, you can substitute and put 2nd finger on it. Like so, then you got 2nd finger like you did at the beginning. You decide on the fingering you want, but be consistent. Keep it as slow as you need to. It's not a fast piece anyway, but keep this as slow as you need to so you get the feeling of holding the arm still and working the wrists. You see, the idea of working the wrists helps you stay relaxed. And that's what we're after. We want to stay relaxed. A lot of people and pros have this problem is when they're playing a lot of octaves, they'll tense up after a while. And if you tense up, your hand will contract. Well, then you start missing notes. You're not in an octave. You're stay relaxed. Work the wrist here, and that'll help you stay relaxed. I mean, they're staccato anyway because they're repeated, so you can't connect them. So just go ahead and not real short, but not real long. I'll leave it up to you on how short these notes are. They're not marked staccato, and you can't play them legato, so you know, just play them. More important here is to feel this wrist. Anyway, once I have all that mess, I think about the articulation. Here we don't have a lot going on. You have a few phrases going on, and try and connect them. See, I can't connect this, but I can that. connect it as best you can. Then you have some marcatos on page 15 here. A marcato is just a loud accent. Not the loudest there is, but it's just a serious accent. And generally, you're not going to connect the notes that are marcato, like the first measure, page 15. Marcato with another one, there'll be a little silence between them. You have a grace note occasionally. Page 15, second measure. Just a real quick note. How you play it is up to you. Just make sure it's a quick note. It's not rhythmic, it's just a quick note. Then the dynamics. Well, MF is supposed to be to the melody, but I have no idea where the melody is here. So you play both hands about the same, I guess. Because to me, that doesn't sound like melody. That sounds like harmony, which means these octaves are the melody. Well, if that's true, then you can keep the left hand a little back in the background. Now at the bottom of the page, page 14, you're soft here, and really the soft belongs. This should be almost very soft, because soft is going to be here. Louder. You can read the dynamics. Just as far as which hand you apply to them, you may have to experiment. Would it be better to apply it more to one hand than the other, or just play them both the same? Well, it's interpretation, you decide. Now on page 15 and the third line down, the last two measures, you get the crescendo and a retardando, and then an off tempo to take off and loud now. Make sure you're still doing that though. Don't start doing with the arm, because it'll tense up. No, we don't want that. It's just more weight is all it is. And you're ending it loud. Speed, well, Andantino, they give you metronome marking. It's a leisure pace. In my opinion, that's fine. You don't even have to go that fast. You slow it down more if you want to. And then, of course, they've added pedal. You don't need pedal on this. You can do it just fine without. But I guess if you're going to add pedal, I don't know that I agree with their pedaling. If you're going to add pedal, just do it where they're telling you to do it. In my mind, you pedal for a reason. If I can't figure out the reason, I don't pedal. So you're thinking, well, maybe at the beginning they're doing it to connect the right hand. But now, why not connect those? Because you can change pedal on every beat. I can change pedal as much as I want to. So why connect at the beginning if I'm not going to connect this other spot? I think you could leave pedal out. Just don't pedal at all. You don't need it at all. No. If you're going to use pedal, because of the eighth notes, you're pretty much going to have to push the pedal down with the note at the beginning. Throughout. Wherever they're showing pedal, if you want to use pedal, go ahead. I'm not going to use pedal. I don't see the point.